And
Yeah.
see what kind of advice I could get.
Really? What particular area are you looking at in terms of free advice? Nothing particular?
Nothing particular. What kind of advice? What's your?
I give the whole spectrum of advice. In terms of relationships.
Okay, let's try relationships.
Okay, you need some advice on a particular relationship?
Yeah. So I'm sort of seeing this guy, but I don't know where it's going.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So you're looking for more out of the commitment in this relationship than he is, perhaps, or what? To take it, you know. Well, if it sounds like a good idea for them, they might take it. You know, I never really know if they take the advice. You know, I mean, after they leave this table, I'm not really sure if they take the advice.
But even to get someone to open up and, you know.
Well, you know, they do open up. My experiences of doing this, and I think the fact is they don't know me, and this is kind of like neutral territory for them.
Okay.
That they're able to talk, and there's no like that investment that'll come back and haunt them, perhaps, of what they say.
Okay.
You know, so, and I think that lends itself to that level of like openness, and it makes them less inhibited about what they say. I think I've noticed that quite often, and people seem to be very free about, like yourself, sitting down and just asking a question. You know, a level of objectivity you're getting as well. You know, just like you would in context of a physician or psychiatrist. You know, you kind of buy into that as well.
Yeah.
You know. So, but advice, you know, it's this kind of thing is a simple premise of just talking, and you end up this like if you just ask anybody for advice, take it with a grain of salt, as always.
Of course.
Even a professional, you know,
Of course.
especially a professional.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Especially psychoanalysis.
But it's difficult to get, you know, to get someone to open up to vulnerability and, you know, someone to accept it or acknowledge the fact that, you know.
Yeah, well, I think that's how they select the question, how vulnerable they want to be.
Okay.
The advice is based on, and I've had people ask me very vulnerable questions that would put them in a vulnerable situation.
Really?
Yeah, I had a couple show up and they were like rendezvousing behind their spouses' backs and wanted to know when would be the appropriate time to have sex. Unless that was just a fabrication, you know, that would, you know, that's a vulnerable situation.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And they were being filmed.
Yeah.
You know, or I've had a guy come to me and he was going into prison. Okay, young gentleman.
Yeah.
And wanted to know how to make a hooch because he wanted to maintain a high the whole time he's there. He wanted to be able to stay high while he was in prison.
Wow, you know, if I was going to prison, I'd want to learn like Kung Fu or something so I don't get raped.
Here in terms of free advice.
I want to know what to name my son.
What to name your son?
That's right.
Really?
Yep.
And what's your middle name? Jeremy Adam. And your last name?
Smith.
Smith. So, okay, kind of a traditional name. Jeremy. Have you considered any biblical names?
No.
No? You wouldn't consider them probably.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's your dad's name? Dan. Okay, so, and your uncle's name? Do you come from a long, like my name's Larry, and that's kind of a basic name. Are you looking for something that has a certain unique quality about it?
Well, you know, for a while we were thinking of like a literary name. Like if it was a girl, which is not a girl, we were going to name it like Hemingway, because that's our favorite.
Hemingway's beautiful.
Yeah, for a girl, but I don't like it for a boy.
But a boy. Well, what about, let's say, Bukowski? Maybe not. Let's think of one.
Blood.
What about that? Okay, now we're on to something here. Okay, we're thinking in a line of your own heritage and what name might parallel that, right? In the context of literature. Okay, so all right, and so you are.
So I'm just boring.
Are you
French English?
French English. Okay.
I'm a wasp.
Carl.
But my partner is Chinese. I have to tell you.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you've made it very complex for me, Jeremy.
It's a real.
Let's see. But do you want a name that's a strong name, or a name that kind of gives you an indication of wisdom, or?
I think I'm looking for a strong name.
A strong name?
Yeah, I think so.
Like Houston?